Welcome back to another video. So the idea that there's a few ideas I want to cover actually. First idea is get off social media. That's number one. Like, get the hell off social media. Number two, well, why should you get off social media? Easy answer. It's fifth dimensional warfare. That's what it is. It's not fifth dimensional, it's like 5D war, right? Like, if you think about it, every age, every contemporary or previous prehistoric age had new inventions of warfare. Okay, think about World War II. The warfare was actually, no, let me go even deeper than this. So let's have a look at warfare itself. What is warfare? It's my imposition of will, the imposition of my will onto you. Okay, the imposition of my will on you for me to succeed. Okay, and this happens everywhere. Warfare is something that I'm very deeply interested in, and I see it everywhere. I know it's that quote, right? Like, where your focus goes, there your energy goes, and all that stuff. And if you think of it like this, everything's warfare. Everything is striving to impose its will on its environment, power. Now, that's kind of like a bit of a Machiavellian or psychopathic mentality, but let's just entertain the thought that everything is about will, and the most effective usage or effective outcome, or it's the imposition of the will so that you can achieve your outcome. If you look at warfare in its most primal sense, you can't see me now, but you can hear me, and that's fine. That's all that matters. In warfare, the imposition of my will on you is victory in the battle, right? And whatever my war gains or goals are, that is what's going to have shown me that I've succeeded in this battle. Okay, so let's say I go to war against country B, I'm country A, and I want to get more land because we're running out of land for food. So, you know, we make up some excuse as to why we should invade this poor country. We go to war with this poor country, and then when we go to war against this poor country, we have a battle, okay, and then we win the battle. So we impose our will on them. We win the battle, so our will has triumphed, as good old Nietzsche would say, triumph of the will. No, that was a Nazi thing actually. But yes, I've won the battle, and now I get to decide the terms of the war, the terms of the peace, pardon me, because the enemy now wants peace because they've lost their army, so now they can't defend themselves anymore, so now they want peace. So they're now striving for peace, they're asking for peace desperately, and we've said, okay, in order for you to get peace, in order for us to stop attacking you at our own will, right, we're going to show you mercy. The only way we're going to do this is if you give us this land, or if you accept that we're going to take this land, and if you don't accept that, then we're just going to keep fighting you until we kill all of you, or take your land and then conquer you and rule you now, which is probably worse than killing you all. So this is warfare. It's ugly. War is ugly. War is very ugly. It's a very ugly thing. It's not nice. It's definitely not nice. And every age has had its new inventions of warfare. So, you know, let's go back to the earliest human beings. First, we were probably fighting with our bare knuckles, bare hands. Very brutal life, you know, ripping people's heads off, stomping on them, kneeing them in the face, all kinds of nasty things. Imagine MMA, right? It's just pure MMA with no training as well. Well, I reckon they had orders, and we trained in martial arts. We trained how to kill each other with our bare hands, etc. You know, we definitely did. Because our history goes way back. But let's go even before we've invented any kind of tools. It's our bare knuckles, it's our hands, it's everything's primal, very, very us. Okay, then we discover that we can pick up a branch, we can pick up a log, we can pick up a stone, we can use this to hit someone in the head and kill them, we can even throw it. So now this is a new invention of warfare. I've got a new mechanism of imposing my will on you. First it was my fists, now it's the stone. Okay, let's go even more now. Gunpowder gets invented. No, bows and arrows, right? Now we can fashion little logs, and we can make a bow, and we can swing it. And we're so sophisticated, we mastered the usage of these weapons and turned them into sophisticated weapons of warfare, so much so that we disciplined ourselves in the training of the usage of these things. Remarkable, isn't it? Human beings really are intelligent. We're really, really intelligent. If we can point that intelligence to do good, God knows what the upper echelon of that is. Wow. I mean, Peterson says it's unending, right? The potential of human beings. I genuinely believe that. If we just take our heads out of our asses and we stop thinking about war and the petty battles on earth, we put our heads together and we actually aim for something bigger, geez, we could achieve some remarkable things, man. God knows what we could do. Imagine if we used, all right, you know, my theory of warfare, so let's go on now to the nuclear age. World War II already saw the invention of so many new methods of warfare. We evolved the plane to the jet. It's a plane, it's the same thing, but now we've turned it into a jet. It's capable of carrying missiles, it's capable of carrying more heavy bombs. We already had bombs, we know, in the form of the trebuchet and in the form of cannons. Now we've invented devices that can pick them up, carry them over large distances and drop them. Then we've got the nuclear bomb. Christ, now we've split the atom. We've split the bloody atom now. And wow, look what we've done with that. Look what we've done with splitting the atom. We've blown up entire cities now. Every age comes with a new form of warfare. The radio was invented, I don't know when, like 1920s, I believe, or something. You know, early 19th century. Propaganda has always been used in some form or another, but now we've got the ability to be in everyone's home. Let's say I'm entity A that wishes to impose my will on a set group of people. Now I've gone even further. I've gone even worse now. I've said, look, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be involved in everyone's house and they're going to hear my voice and hear my rhetoric. Then you've got the internet, TV, doing the same thing, and then you've got the internet. So us spending so much time on our screens, because everyone's got a smartphone, which I think has always been a path. Again, you know, the elites always say that, oh, we give you what you want. It's like, no, you give us what you know that we're going to fall for, because we're weak, we're fleshly, we can't control ourselves. You know, it's like a drug dealer saying, well, just giving them what they want. Why is it illegal then? It's illegal because you're appealing to their lowest nature. And if one only does this activity, it leads to destruction. You could say, well, everything in moderation. It's like, well, something shouldn't be in moderation, because there's no such thing as a moderate intake of heroin. There's no such thing. So this is what the plan is. You spend all this time on your phone and on the internet. It's using you. It's always recommending you things. It's always pulling you and pushing you in this direction. It's taken over your mind. You're not able to think properly. I remember when I was purposeless, when I was using the phone so much, there was no inner drive within me to even do anything, because I didn't even know what the hell I wanted anymore. I'd watched so many videos on, 20-minute, 30-minute, hour-long videos on how to get what you want in life. And don't get me wrong, I believe all information has an element of truth to it. But if you've got so many counter opinions, video A says this, video B says that, influencer A says this, and the same influencer the second day says something completely different. It's like, the goal is to confuse you, right? Like divide and conquer. If you're not singly united in your mind and focused and direct and self-directed, you are confused. Fundamentally, you're confused. And if you're confused, you're conquered. I confuse you with all of this opposing rhetoric. I then blast pleasure and entertainment your way. So now you're confused, purposeless, and then you need something to numb the pain. So now you go into pleasure and you absolutely drown yourself in it. And this has been the plan all along, right? It's the oldest plan in the history of the world, by the way. But whilst you're doing this stuff, whilst you're occupied with all of this entertainment, you're ending up a slave. Like, you're not directing your own life. You're kind of doing the easiest thing now, which is just, I can't be bothered to fight. And by the way, everything in life is a fight. Again, these are some things that I never knew when I was younger. I thought everything was supposed to be easy in life. Everything in life is a fight. You have to get up and you've got to fight for what you want. You have to fight. You have to fight. Right? Like, it's not easy. That's why Peterson says you've got to have the monster. Because you've got to have that ability to fight. If you can't fight, you will not be successful. Because that fight energy is what's going to be your drive to succeed in anything. In any endeavor that you've chosen, it's the fight drive that gets you there. Without that fight drive, you won't win. You won't even get up out of bed. So get off the internet. Use it, don't let it use you.